And hello everyone, Blade here, and welcome back to War Thunder. And today we will be taking the British or the RAF planes for a spin. Now, as you can see, got 3 Spitfires, a Beaufighter and a Wellington. Now, of course, if you are flying with the RAF, you at least have to have at least 1 Spitfire in here. And I took out the Spitfire Mark IIB out. I am not very far with the RAF, I mainly have focused on Russia and the US, but the thing is, if I'm trying to fly US, I'm already getting pitted up against jets, and flying a prop plane while you or flying a prop plane while being encountering jets is equal to having a bad time. Now, a little thing about the Supermarine Spitfire. A lot of people think it's just called Spitfire, but nope, it is actually called the Supermarine Spitfire. The aircraft was being put into production in 1938 by the Supermarine Division, the Vickers Armstrong, I actually mean. It was used during the entire World War II theater, and of course used by the Allies. And there's actually a quite tasty Wellington over there. Over 20,340 Spitfires have been built during the entire course of it all. And just gotta keep an eye on that little Mustang there, that he doesn't just all of a sudden decides to pitch up. Now that is too bad. That Wellington is literally going down, and it's the only Wellington flying around. So what I usually do is just hang around bomber spawn and just start picking those guys off, because there's already a BF-109 and a P-51 engaging those things. There always have been discussions on which plane was better. Of course, this plane was pitted against the Bf-109, the Messerschmitt, all the damn time during World War II, and there were a few differences in between. Of course, the Spitfire having the elliptical wing, which gave it its unique characteristic. It also came equipped with the notorious and famous Rolls-Royce Merlin engine, which is always known for its happy little snarl when it flies over. If it still flies over, there's not many of these left, or at least in original state. And you know, I'm actually oh, hello, there's an SBD-3 spawning in here in a second. There she is, a Dauntless dive bomber. Used in the Pacific Theater. A lot of them actually have been used in there. Unfortunately today for him, he will be not being engaging any Japanese forces, but instead of that, I'm going to plow my plane just right in him. Okay, now that I did that stupid thing, time to hop into the Mark V-B, the tropical one, or the trop version, as they would like to say. That was very, very, very stupid, but I at least got a plane, and I'm thinking of not staying up there as long as, again, as the previous one, although the P-38 looks very tempting to shoot down over there. Well, there's a lot of stuff going along there. Anyway, also another feature of the Spitfire is the bubble-shaped canopy. Now, this only not gave the Spitfire a better field of view. It also enabled the pilot for once to look down, because with the regular canopy you cannot look down unless you roll the plane to its side, and that of course caused the plane to lose speed and whatnot. Ooh, that Bf-110 there actually looks pretty neat. Bf-110 actually classified as a destroyer class, a heavy fighter. Although vastly underpowered by its engines, it was almost as big as the HE-111, the Heinkel bomber. And the reason why the Germans designed that plane is because 2 engines equaled more speed, equaled more power, equaled more safety, because you have 2 power plants attached to them. But of course, something might look good on paper, but usually when push comes to shove, it's usually a whole lot different. There we go. You're losing a wing. Not like you need it. Gotta be careful though that I'm not gonna get flacked out of the sky by my own allies here. Let's reload it immediately. The Axis actually were in quite of a nasty surprise when they came across the Spitfire for the first time, or when they heard of the Spitfire for the first time, because they heard that the Allies actually packed its wing with a lot of machine guns. I believe I have another Spitfire that's one without cannons, and it comes with 8 7.7mm machine guns. And that was quite the nasty surprise for the Axis, since their Bf-109s only had guns in the located in the nose. There's a Focke-Wulf coming down. I really hate those planes, unless I'm behind one of them. Then it actually is pretty damn fun to fight those. So without further ado, not sure why I'm wasting... Oh, I actually hit him while I'm slightly blacking out. Haha, that's a critical hit to your right wing, buddy. Oh, hello, we got a nice little conga line. Aircraft destroyed, and I saw a streak of smoke there. There's a yak over here. Come on, get out of the blackout, please, Plox. Oh, hello. Would you be so kindly to park your plane into that mountain, please? No. Oh, wait, I actually thought that was someone coming for me, but... Man, I don't know... Whoa! That was an enemy Spitfire who rammed me. This is also a thing that is quite annoying on arcade. The average IQ of the pilots here is -10. And there's an F4U behind me. F4U Corsair. Quite the nasty little plane. Rather sturdy as well. There we go. Oh! No, 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 no. Oh boy. I got shot down by a Spitfire. Spitception, as they would like to say. Anyway, time to hop into my last one. Now this one is just one that comes equipped with 8 Browning. I believe it's 30 caliber? Not entirely sure. 7.7mm? I think so. And I got stealth rounds in them. Just because. And as you can see, this one does not have the bubble canopy, so it's very hard to look down unless I let it just roll over. Just so you can get a nice little view of it all. Let's see. Nope, no. Whatchamacallit? Well, hello, there's Mr. Enemy there. The thing about the Spitfire, though, it could not perform steep dives. Now, as you can see, I am in a steep dive right now, and the reason why is, again, it is arcade. It is not... it's not realistic. If this were realistic, my wings would have snapped off by now. Also, this one does not come equipped with combat flaps, it comes equipped with just landing flaps, which is actually, in my opinion, a little bit better, because I can make these insane little turns. Also, I think I'm being pursued by someone. Yes, that actually might be the case. So, time to break off. No, I'm on fire, that is bad. No, you're not getting me. No. Snap. Speaking of snap, that's what my wing did. But yeah, the Bf-109 actually came equipped with a fuel injection engine. Oh yes, let's take the 4,000 pounder bomb. Don't think there's much fighter activity up high, so let's take out the old Wellington. And I actually stripped away the bomb bay hatches in order to fit this thing, which is pretty awesome. It looks like... Oh wait, there's actually more. We got a Bristol Blenheim and another Wellington. Mark 1C late. Oh, that's actually the same type as this one. But yeah, the Bf-109 came equipped with an injection engine, so that caused fuel to be pumped into the engine while going into a steep dive. Now the Spitfire had carburetors, which didn't pump in the fuel into the engine, which caused, if the Spitfire was in a steep dive, it caused actually to stall out the engine, so you would get a fuel starvation problem, and then your engine would just flame out, or if whatever you like to call it, it would just stall out, and you would have a big problem, because an engine not running on a plane is actually a pretty big thing. And we're just slowly lumbering over there. A thing about the Wellington that I do know, that it is a very, very, very sturdy plane, or at least it was in World War II. won't really say that it is very sturdy in this game. I have shot down my fair amount of Wellingtons, and every time I see one flying I'm like, ooh, easy pickings. Reason for that is this plane was actually already a pre-war plane. It was already in here before World War II, I believe. It was actually one of the few planes that was already being used as an active bomber during World War II, before the Lancaster and the Beaufighter and all the other thingies. I mean, the first bombers that they have were the Wellington and the Blenheim, but those things didn't do quite well. The Wellington, on the other hand, was actually built up with a certain sort of honeycomb, which you can see. Where is... How can I... No. I wish to use my mouse. Okay, so now even the free... Ah, there we go, the free looking... Oh boy, there's a B-25 over there. I do not like that. But we won. Haha. Good for you. Just in case he dares to get close. Anyway, that thing was made out of some sort of a honeycomb. Well, not a honeycomb, more a cube-like form. Anyway, it overlapped, and hello. I earned a battle trophy? More money for me then. But yeah, I got all these already aced. Again, the honeycomb on the Wellington. You can actually see it here in the window work. This entire frame was made up like this, just all that window structure, which gave it a remarkable strength. And just like the B-17, it could take a wallop of a pounding and actually save its crew by bringing them back home. Anyway, now that being said, I already wasted 12 minutes of your time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit. Didn't do too whoppingly well, but at least I managed to do something here. And yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of this little thing. And yeah, hope to see you in the air. Hope to see you on other games. And hope you liked it. And yeah, don't forget to forget a comment and a like, and maybe even a suggestion on what you guys might want to see on the channel or on this game or whatever the heck. Just let me know, alright? So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. This was Blade, and as always, have a great day, and thank you guys so much for watching. Goodbye.